What is up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the FX Racer Career Mode. And today we have episode number 6 and we are racing at the Spanish Grand Prix. If you guys missed the previous video at Monaco, then I definitely recommend you go and check that one out. That was another very interesting race where I managed to finish P4, and that was off the back of a very impressive P2 finish in the race before that. So we come into this race actually with a fair bit of momentum actually on our side. You know, we're in the top 5 in the championship. I'm really starting to get used to how this game works now. But before we go any further in today's video, we need to see qualifying. Now, this was the first time I'd ever driven around Spain in this circuit, so I'm not expecting it to be great. And to be honest, I just found it hard to get used to the handling of these FX Racer cars around this track. As you can see, it's kind of hard to keep the cars pointing in a straight line because they just seem to be very sensitive. However, when I try and turn around sharp corners, I just felt like I had to really steer. Particularly this circuit, it's definitely the narrowest, windiest, with the most sharp corners track that I've been to. And that first lap was just so scruffy. So many moments where I went completely off-piste, and unfortunately was still rock bottom of the timing sheet. So this is my final lap, so I need to try and find some improvements. As I say, it's not looking like it's going to be good, although somehow I've gone purple in sector 1. I do feel like there are a few corners where I can really gain lots of time through the AI, and purple through sector 2 as well. It's weird how sector 1 and 2 take up only like half the lap, and then sector 3 all of the rest of this. But anyway, coming through the final chicane, that corner is so hard to get the car slowed down for. We come up to the line and we're still P20. Even with the improvement, there you go. We're still over 3/10 off P19. That's how far behind we are. Anyway, at the front we've got Leo F1, Gabo, Bulls Gaming, KA Falcon and TB95. So we're going to be starting from the back. You can see I'm just kind of having a look at the different kind of setups because I realise I don't really look at this too much. In the end, I'm just going to leave everything default because it was the best overall balance, which I feel like might be necessary for this race. We're starting on the medium tyres. I'm going to try and one-stop it today from the back of the grid. Let's just send it. It's lights out and away we go. And you can see it's not been a bad start. The AI do seem to weave all over the place, be very sensitive and jockey for position, and that gives me loads of space on the right-hand side as we're blasting down towards turn 1. You can see I'm side by side with Phoenix here, and I've got the orange and blue car of Gons in front of me. Although as we head down towards turn 1, I'm just going to try and hold the inside line, and it already looks like we're up into P15, so it's been a very decent start actually from the back of the grid, especially on one of the harder compounds of tyre. So, you know, the pace looks promising. Let's see if we can try and make some more gain through the race, and that immediately starts by trying to go up the inside, but that move's not going to work there, although I need to be aggressive, so I'm going to send it immediately up the inside, but there's contact! Oh my word! And then I've just lost 2 positions. Oh great, you can see the shake of the wheel there as I was frustrated by that move, that recklessness. That was too rash from me. Let's have a look at a slowed down replay. So you can see, I just saw the gap, I went for it, however I just totally understeered into Gons there. My deepest condolences go to him, and then of course I just lose 2 positions. One of them is to Classic, whom I almost rammed into the back of there. I had to jump out of that one. But yeah, you can see I wasn't hanging around in this race. The first stint especially was so scruffy. I was just trying to go for every move because I was frustrated at how qualifying went, and you can see me just being erratic at this point in the slipstream of the red and white car though. I'm going to send it to the inside, but again it looks like Classic's gone off the road. Oh my word, what even happened there? I don't know. Did we just like bang tyres on a straight line? I know the AI is sensitive in this game. Let's have a look. So I think we both kind of moved inwards trying to take the racing line, and then 2 just doesn't go into 1, I guess, as I'm now going for a move on Phoenix and Hatura. That's 2 drivers that I've just picked off there because they were all squabbling in front, the blue and white cars. I believe one of them was Hayden, not entirely sure who the other one was, as we're now coming through sector 3. I'm now up into P13, so the progress is slow, but the progress is there, and that's the crucial part. And especially as I'm only making 1 stop, that definitely means that I still might be able to get some points today somehow. Even though my pace on Saturday was absolutely abysmal, I do seem to be quite quick in the race. We're coming alongside IGG this time, and again there's contact. So, but you can see like, and you know, you look at the AI cars as well, it's hard for them to point in a straight line, but that one I think we both just kind of crossed paths and sort of tripped over each other. I'm not entirely sure whose fault that was, but now at the end of lap 4, I'm coming in for my pit stop, for the one and only pit stop in this race, onto the hards. Away we go, and let's just see if we can push to the end of the Grand Prix now. We've not really got anything to lose today, seeing as we started in the back. Thankfully there's no rain forecast. We did see some rain in Italy, if you guys recall. That was uploaded a few weeks ago. Although now, on the very next lap, my undercut attempt looks like it's going to prove successful. My god, that was close. We have all these cars coming out of the pit lane. I'm going to absolutely full send it. They're all tripping over each other and squabbling while they're trying to, sort of come out of the pits, rearrange themselves onto the track, slowing each other down, and that just allows me to go, you know what, thank you very much, and sneak down the inside. And I'm now up into P8 as we're starting lap number 8, and if you look at the mini-map, there's one car behind who always gains so much with DRS. However, when they get to sort of that kind of distance behind, they don't seem to gain any more, and I can just sort of defend the inside there and take the racing line through turn 1, but it's weird how the AI don't seem to get a decent overspeed. And I guess we're just going to watch it again because, sector 3, I'm going purple. There's more drivers in for pit stops on the right, you've noticed, and now up onto the podium. So it looks like lots of the drivers are going to be two-stopping. So this one stop has been an absolute masterstroke from me today. A really, really good race plan, and I've got TB95 up in front of me now, and this is the battle for second place. He's also on the hard compound tyres, so this is going to be for net position. I'd be very surprised if he pits again, but you can see my tyres now are also beginning to wear out. He's in 19% in the top right, so the grip is definitely getting much worse, much lower, so that's why I'm making more mistakes than I did previously on the other stints. DRS activated, but TB pits. What? I mean, I'm sorry, there's only one lap to go and you're on hards. I mean, unless your tyres are absolutely falling off a cliff, why would you do that? That just makes no sense. And you can see now I'm just crawling, nursing my car through the final section on the final lap. Low grip, 1%, 0%. The tyres are spent. You can see 12 just in front of me. So unfortunately, I'm not quite going to be able to get a last to first. But somehow, despite this being one of my messiest races ever, we have pulled a strategic masterstroke to get P2 in Spain and 18 championship points. There's the podium confirmed. You can see 12 with his first win of the season. I went from P20 up to P2, and it was Leo F1 who finished P3 in the end. Well done to everyone who managed to finish on the podium. It could be argued I didn't really deserve it, to be honest, considering where I started, and also my eagerness to just get on with the race and try and make progress. But look at this, the top two drivers, one stop, medium hard. We were the only drivers who did that, and look where we finished. So I'm definitely going to try that in Bahrain in the next episode, because that clearly looks like it works. You can see most of the drivers two-stopped, and that's where you lost all the time. In the championship, though, I'm now up into third place on 63 points, and I'm right on the heels of Gabo, actually. P4 today, but I'm only 5 points behind on 63 points now. KA Falcon still the runaway championship leader with a 13-point advantage, although he only finished P8 today, so it really is getting interesting at the top. We've got the halfway mark of the season coming up soon, and it's really starting to establish the real contenders for this championship. Thankfully, I do seem to be among them, but we just need to keep the consistency there, and hopefully we can come out on top. But guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Goodbye.